Previously.
Oh my god. What an What's going on, guys, and welcome back yet to another video. Now, thinking back to the last video, or how the last video ended with me struggling taking out the balance shaft delete, that took me quite a while, and what I ended up doing was just taking the upper oil pan off completely, so that way it just fell out the way. So in this video, hopefully I'm going to install the balance shaft delete kit, balance shaft removal kit. And I'm not going to be recording during the whole process because I want to start wrapping up everything within this video and hopefully the next one, and just keep it at 10 videos. If I need to go over, so be it, but that won't mean that I'm gonna end it there and stop recording on the entire process, but at least most of the turbo install, I want to do it within the 10 videos. So right now I spent some time cleaning around. I had a huge mess, lifted the car up again, and I'm ready to go. Have a mess in the table. Another issue I'm still going to be having is here, because let me see where, here it goes. When you go to bolt these, since they have like a washer, they have a washer in them, if you see that, it just pretty much hits the manifold right away and you can't even start the thread. So I'll work with that later on. We are going to try and grind that down. I don't know how much can we grind it down, and if not, I'm just gonna go get another kit with like bolts or nuts that don't have a washer in them, So let's get down to business. I'll set you guys under, and yeah, I'm just going to be cutting throughout the video here and there. Like I said, I don't want to make a very long video about little stuff like this, so let's go. Alright, so I've set everything down here on the floor and looking at the instructions and maybe watching some videos just to make sure that I get this right. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and put the bolts under. I'm gonna do opposite side and then just kind of put it together here, and then bring it like that and put it under. But I'm gonna go ahead, get under the car and clean up the area where you have to put this plug right here, which essentially it just plugs where it fed oil to the balance shaft. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. Let me go grab the RTV and we jump to that. Alright, so let's get this as clean as possible, and it goes pretty much right here, but let's go ahead and get this as clean as we can get it. And I'm probably gonna grab a little bit of like a Scotch pad and just lightly scratch it up so that when I put the RTV it grabs even better. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and lightly just scratch the surface, get it prepped, get it clean, and ready to adhere better. Alright, so that should be good enough. so now just wipe the surface, and we're gonna go ahead and apply the RTV. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just pretty much get it all around. Get a light bead all around. Put some right here in between, and that's it. Wipe some of that side. Then we go ahead. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. Can see clearly at least. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe here one more time. Scuff the surface. All right, wipe that off again. And install the little block, oil block thing. All right, so now I'm gonna get under. I know I'm gonna be blocking the camera, but I need to get under it and line it up perfectly. If not, then I won't be able to get that long bolt through it. So let me, okay, lightly, just, I don't want no oil falling in my eyes. Just quickly line that up. And that actually lined up perfect, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bolt, make sure it can get through. Yep. Alright. We'll go ahead and leave that there. Let that dry, give it some time, and then we move on to the next stuff. Alright, so here's the bottom part of the balance shaft removal kit, and like I was saying, I'm gonna go ahead and just thread 2 of them under, have them ready to go. And these pretty much, I put some RTV, aligned them just right, and now I'm gonna go ahead and bring this one over, which I believe goes straight like that. All right, so there it is. I should just have to grab it, bring it under, and get those 2 bolts on, and then get the other 2. This is where the, what you call it, the little block that's blocking the oil feed goes. This one's RTV'd in place. Hopefully it lines up. It should be all right. Yeah, should be okay. So I'm gonna sit you guys down and go ahead and bring that under. We'll see how that goes. All right, so this it's a little harder than I can admit, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it going. All right, let's see. So if it goes like this, then, whoa, this one is actually not lined up. All right, I gotta get moving. So let's see. Alright, so it should be here and here. Oh man. Alright. Well, I hope. There we go. At least I got that one going. Perfect. Let's see if we can get this one through, hopefully. And I knew it moved, but good thing the RTV's not, you know, it's not fully dry yet, which gives us the opportunity of moving it around. There we go. Perfect. Now this one, which is kind of crooked, I don't know why, but still went through perfectly. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. Let me see if I can get you closer. Well, there you go. Right there, perfect. So it's pretty much in. We just gotta tighten everything. Alright, screw it. Let's start using this. Alright, let's see. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's leave it right there. Alright. Looks like that's it. Now, next on to the oil pickup tube. And let's see. I think we reuse one of the same bolts. If it's not provided, it's probably there on my table. But I gotta glue that there as well. And let's get this going. Alright, so we've gone ahead and installed the oil pickup tube. Just tightening these last two bolts. Making sure they don't come loose. And then this one, obviously, this is probably like a 12 or something like that. Alright, so grabbing a 12, getting this one tight enough. Alrighty, should be good enough. All these are pretty much torqued already. This one's tightened, this one's tightened up. We're ready to go here. I want to see if I go out to like Advance or something and get these O-rings. I might pop them out and see if I can. I don't know if I have some here, but I don't think so. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those out and get some replacements. Hopefully they got something very similar, or they can pull the ones, the right ones. Damn, these things are toasted, man. Toasted. There we go. There's two of them. Don't want to have any leaks anywhere else, so I want to make sure that I replace these two, just like the factory service manual says, and just, you know, avoid the headache. All right, let me clean these, and I guess I'll pick up back when I get those two. Alright, so I'm pretty much gonna go ahead and take some time to clean this upper edge entirely, and I'm not gonna go ahead and bore you guys with this, so we'll cut to whenever I have that clean. Alright, as you guys can see, we got the upper edge cleaned out. It's nice and clean. I even scuffed it with the Scotch pad. Very nice, ready to go. Here's where it might get tricky for me to install this alone, but here's the upper oil pan. It's pretty much ready to go. Both sides cleaned. Let's see. Did the same thing. Cleaned, removed all the gasket, and then Scotch-Brite it, and then, you know, hit it with the Scotch-Brite pad. So nice and ready to go. And then on the other side, here's the oil drain line. The welds are not the best, but it'll do the job. Has enough clearance to, you know, screw the line in. No problem there. So let's see how I do this.
Day 2.
Alright, so picking back up from yesterday, I left off finishing up the balance shaft, the leak kit, and as I'm going to get ready to do the upper oil pan, I noticed something. I made a huge mistake. Well, I don't know how huge, but I went ahead and did the BSR kit, put it on first before the pan, and that makes it just difficult to, you know, get around it and put the pan. So I'm just gonna drop it. I'm dropping it right now. It's really quick to drop it. I'm gonna go ahead, do that, fix that mistake, try and get to that, and we'll pick up from there. I also forgot to mention that I went to a Nissan dealership and went ahead and got these O-rings. Now these two, they're the same number. If you guys see there, same numbers, both of them. I don't know why one pack is smaller than the other, but they're both the same. And those things, they go right here. So this is the side where you put the oil filter, and they go right here between this and the upper portion. Alright, so I've gone ahead and took the BSR kit down. That way I can get the upper oil pan comfortably. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the RTV, or put the RTV on, and what I'm gonna do, see, I have all the bolts laid out and how they go, and you know what position. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab each corner, like let's say 8 and maybe 5, and then 12 or 13 and 11. Put those 4, start them up, and then I'll do the rest of them, and then torque them down by sequence, because they do have a sequence. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this and see how that goes. All right, so we're gonna get this started, and it's pretty simple. The FSM factory service manual says that pretty much shows you how to apply the RTV. So I'm just gonna go ahead and follow that and see how it goes. And I don't know how quick this dries, but let me see. Let it dry for 1 hour, then tighten to torque specifications. Then allow 24 hours to fully cure before filling with fluids. All right, so let's go for it. I'm gonna add the RTV, let it sit for 1 hour. That's what it says here. Go. Now we'll set that aside and try and get it on. Let's go for it. So let's see how this goes. All right, so it's been a little bit more than an hour. I came by already, torqued them up. The FSM doesn't really say any torque numbers, so I just kind of did it by hand. But let me tell you, I think I'm gonna name this episode Mistakes Were Made, because first I did the mistake with the BSR kit, and then come to find out, I put the upper oil pan on and went to eat. And then before getting started, I realized I didn't put those 2 O-rings that I bought. So I had to run back real quick, take it down, clean all that RTV, and you know the rest. It was just a whole mess. So I already got that done, taken care of. The O-rings are in, it's torqued down. So now pretty much all I gotta do is do the lower oil pan, and I'm gonna let that sit till tomorrow so that RTV really, seals and like dries correctly. But let me show you guys. Everything's pretty much ready to go. It's in. Now I just gotta put that BSR kit back, which I'm gonna go ahead and do that now off camera, since you guys see me do that already. And just put that in, then go to the lower oil pan and let all that dry till tomorrow. Alright, so as you can see, upper oil pan is in and torqued. The BSR kit is also in and torqued down. Now all I have left is pretty much just get the RTV here on the lower oil pan and then put that on. I think from here, like I said, after this, I'm going to just let it dry until tomorrow, or at least 24 hours before, putting oil in and all that. All right, for the lower oil pan, same deal. But when you lay the bead, you have to go inside and around each hole. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. them started, and then torque them down after. Gets a little tacky.